Welcome to the very first Business with an Attitude brief. It's true, believe it or not, I've been accused once or twice of having an attitude. Of course, attitudes can be good or bad. So, being the eternal optimist I am, I choose to believe that those who accuse me of having an attitude are paying me a compliment. With that, I've decided to put my positive, albeit edgy attitude to work for you. Each week, I'll cop an attitude about a business topic and opine on it for you here. Do you have an attitude? Tell me what you're thinking. And with that, let's get on to my first copping with an attitude topic. Why are you so special? You've probably been in a business seminar or coaching session somewhere along the way, and were asked to share what your superpower is. I also recently found myself in such a situation and was unable to come up with anything good. Of course, I thought of all kinds of great things later. Isn't that how it goes? But why didn't it come to me naturally? Why couldn't I come up with it on the spot? Why was this so hard? Everyone else seemed to find it easy. This got me thinking that I needed to do some, self reflecting. I mean, as a professional speaker, if I can't articulate my value, how can I expect anyone to trust me with their audience? In business, we all need to know our value and be able to express it to others. Otherwise, why should anybody pay you for it? Plus, not being able to do so will actually limit your ability to attract opportunities to you that you are best suited to handle. So you owe it to yourself and to the world. How else will others know to call you when needed? As I began reflecting on my talents, at first I thought there was no way I was going to be able to capture everything I wanted to say into one simple little sentence. So I just started rattling things off into a voice memo on my phone. Then I'd decide really later if I could use any of it and how. I started first by asking myself what makes me unique. What is it that I do better than others? This led me to where others see problems, I see solutions. Whether it's a business problem, a personal matter, something on the news, or a customer service problem I'm experiencing, I have an opinion about how to fix things. But this just sounds like I think I'm smarter than everyone else, and that's not it. Not at all. Then I went to where others see problems, I see possibilities. Better, this does capture how I think beyond current limits. And I'm always asking things like, what if those limits were removed? Yet this sentence still isn't clear on the value my superpower offers. Like, who cares? So I dug down into why this superpower really matters and how I've used it to benefit my business teams and my life. This led me to I help organizations save time and money solving problems. Now we're on to something, but there are still a couple issues with this statement. First, the word problems. It provokes you to think and focus on what you don't want problems. And I believe firmly that you have to focus on what you do want to bring about the change you desire. So, what's the opposite of problems? Solutions. Yes. I help organizations and individuals save time and money creating solutions. This is almost there, but it still feels like there's something missing. What is it? Oh, yes, I know. People. Time and money are worthless and even damaging if people are unhappy, right? So the solutions I help others create must also increase people's happiness. Now I've got it. I help organizations and individuals save time and money creating solutions while strengthening key relationships. Okay, you've heard mine. What's your superpower? And while we're at it, what are you copying an attitude about? Leave me a comment and I'll throw in my 2 cents. Let's go there.